Helicopters hammer the Straight Creek fire, burning just downslope from I-70. Phil Lindemann with your news from Avalanche Physical Therapy on Krystal 93. The firefighting air show is on this warm, dry Friday, battling a 15 to 20 acre wildfire within spitting distance of I-70. David Boyd with the U.S. Forest Service gives an update on the Straight Creek fire between Dillon Valley and the tunnels.
It hasn't grown much yet since last night. Since last night, we have 2 heavy helicopters that have arrived, and they're different from Dillon Reservoir. So that's a huge help. And then we have 2 hotshot crews that are just getting here. So those will really be able to help the 3 engine crews that we have on the ground.
This is the 3rd local fire in the past 24 hours. Yesterday, Summit Fire tamped down a small grass fire near Dillon Valley, and just before noon today, crews contained another fire burning on the banks of the Blue River beneath the Exit 205 overpass. Summit Sheriff and Fire Warden Jamie Fitzsimons from the Krystal Morning Show.
It's this wind and this persistent dryness, and every year stacking up, drier, drying out. Look, it looks like July outside. So that's where we are today. Expect to see, probably some fire and smoke activity this afternoon.
Fire danger is very high today, with more warm, windy days to come and low humidity. There is no fire ban yet. Expect one by early next week. Campfires and backyard fires are still allowed this weekend. It's day 2 of the GoPro Mountain Games in Vail, where 33 kayakers from as far as New Zealand and Venezuela were racing Class 4 rapids on the Gore Creek. There were plenty of local boaters, too, like Pete from Gypsum.
This is a 4+ mile stretch. You can't just charge hard the whole way, or at least I know I can't. So it's going to be about pushing without pushing yourself too hard.
Another local boater, Lydia from Edwards, was excited to race a stretch that's never been used before at GoPro.
This stretch only runs for about a month of the year, so you gotta get it while it's here. And it is on the way down for sure. Definitely still plenty of water, but there are extra rocks out right now.
Spectator Christine is in Vail from Rhode Island, soaking up a full weekend of outdoor competition.
It's just the excitement and just the being outdoors and watching everybody doing what they love, and it's just a great atmosphere.
GoPro Games continues through Sunday. Most events and some live music are free for spectators. There is no bouldering competition at GoPro this year, but who needs a fake wall when you've got natural crags just 5 minutes off I-70?
I'm just going to lower you. You're going to walk backwards down the wall.
That's a group of climbers earlier this week at White Cliff.
Yeah, just lean back, stick your legs out so they're like in front of you.
A classic crag just west of Frisco in 10 Mile Canyon.
Straighten those legs. There you go. Like a pro.
Tim Daly with Neptune Mountaineering.
This is a great spot. We got the highway in the background, but really when you're up here in the Aspens, it's a pretty nice setting. We got some really nice rock quality, pretty good diversity of routes and different difficulties.
Daly says the climbing industry this year has been slammed, like every other outdoor sport.
Huge demand, starting even before the lockdown when gyms were starting to shut down, hangboards, climbing training stuff.
Learn more about rock climbing routes and technique with a good old-fashioned paperback guidebook. Daly recommends Freedom of the Hills or mountainproject.com. The Swan River off Tiger Road north of Breckenridge is in the middle of a multi-million-dollar restorative facelift. Jordan Mead with Summit County Open Space.
We want to be able to create a natural and stable channel, establish in-stream aquatic habitat, promote macroinvertebrate populations, restore the riparian and floodplain function. We want to have an actual river at the surface.
Price tag for Phase 2 of restoration starting this summer is $1.9 million, paid for in part by grants.
Fishing is fun, CPW Wetlands and Riparian Grant, National Fish and Wildlife Service, and then in the range of $300,000 from both the town and county.
The project might impact homeowners on Tiger Road and nearby trail access. The Summit School Board is losing members again. Isabel Rodriguez has resigned, the second person to leave in recent weeks after Jenny Bradley. The board reviews process for naming a new member next Thursday, June 17th. This comes after a difficult first year for the board as they juggled COVID, new policies, and parent backlash. In sports, the Rockies open a series with the Reds today at 5:10. The Nuggets play the Suns at 8 on ESPN. And in local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency, Summit High sports season is wrapping up. Girls soccer plays Palisade at home today. Tomorrow, soccer ends the season with Steamboat at home, and boys lacrosse will wrap the season with Eagle Valley also at home. Phil Lindemann with your news from Avalanche Physical Therapy on Krystal 93.